Welcome back. This is video 3, when the narcissist meets their match. Things are not always good for the narcissist. There are times when the narcissist's own lust, greed, and their need for attention, money and power leads them to their own downfall. They have no foresight and are very gullible also. They are also needy, that they are always convinced that the next one is going to be the big thing that they have been waiting for. They are delusional and irrational, and this again often leads to their destruction. They are willing to pursue whatever sounds good. It's always the path of least resistance to their desires and fantasies, which are in most cases nothing but magical thinking. Their goals are out of touch with reality, but the narcissist likes to think they are, because that's what gives them their hope. It's what gives them their drive, and this can be easily spotted and exploited by other narcissists that they encounter. The other narcissist will adjust their facade and personality to become what the other delusional narcissist wants, and this can work quite well in the beginning because they know how to play each other and manage each other's desires. So if they manage to pull this off, and usually they do, the gullible narc falls right into the other narcissist's hands, quite effortlessly. To the untrained eye, they will seem like a perfect match. People will say they look good and look so happy. What you must realize is the narcissist doesn't always run into normal people. There are a lot of narcissists out there, and sometimes narcissists will run into other narcissists. So say one of these narcs is looking for money, status, and to be taken care of, and the other narcissist wants convenient sex. In the beginning, for a while, this might actually work, because both of them will trick, lie, and conjure up the right kinds of characters that will satisfy the other narc and satisfy whatever they are trying to obtain. So when people ask, can two narcissists be together? The answer is yes, initially in the beginning. They will be able to satisfy each other based on mutual fulfillment. Now the more needy and desperate narcissist will throw themselves onto the other one, which is deliberately putting themselves onto the position to exploit the other narcissist in that situation, the desperate one. So the other narcissist, who is less needy at that time, will want sex and possession as their collateral, and in turn they will put out for the other narcissist, and they will continue this as long as they continue to get what they want. They will be paying the bills and taking them out. They'll give them help with the rent and phone bills, etc., and will flaunt their ability to take care of the other narc. This, to the weaker narc, is going to make them give in to them, as they will think that they have finally found the one that will give them what they want and take care of them. And so this is how it works out. Each one is getting what they want. Meanwhile, the narcissist that believes their fantasy has come true thinks they have stumbled upon a complete sucker. But little do they know they're dealing with a narcissist too, and the money the other narc is spending was probably easy money, one-off opportunity money, and now they are using it as a tool to seduce the other narc. So now the other narcissist feels like they are onto a winner, a good thing, some good supply, and it's in this blissful state of ignorance that they will get themselves into deep waters. A drowning man will reach for anything. And this is the type of situation where they will make some of their biggest mistakes because they are not being realistic about anything. And because the way their minds operate blinds them. So after the money and other things start to dwindle from what it once was, sometimes by now they would have gone as far as to have had children with each other. This is where reality kicks in, because now they're in deep water and they both realise that they were playing each other. They have gone from going out and having fun to having to scrape by with next to nothing. Now they have got themselves in too deep to be able to just pull out, and this is when it all goes very wrong and all hell breaks loose from there. Once they realised that it was all a scam and they were both scamming each other with their delusional mindset in relation to one another, this is where the relationship deteriorates quickly. They will start to sell their belongings because they have to be able to stay in a state that is sufficient to be able to obtain other sources. This is the point when people will start to get hoovered. Most of the time the hoovering begins as a result of the narcissist's desperate situation and they need bailing out. This is exceedingly disturbing, draining and upsetting for the narcissist. And these situations they got themselves involved in further collapses their self-worth. Then they want to point the finger at everyone else, as though it was their fault, when it was all down to them, all a product of their own greed and magical thinking. Always trying to cheat and lie instead of doing things the right way. They cut corners and end up going around in circles. Another thing is that their pride is very heavy at this point. And when you see the hoover, they have had to swallow their pride, especially if they know that you know about their situation and what they've went through. They end up looking depleted, beaten and pathetic. It's very pitiful. But this is the reality of what happens to a lot of narcissists when they run into other narcissists. Either one or both of them is going to go down. Nothing good is going to come from a situation born from such corruption and fakery from the beginning. It ends up bad for the both of them in the end. There are no winners when it comes to when a narcissist meets another narcissist. They only bring each other down, and they can stay down for a long time before recovering. When you see these narcissists go out of control and destroy themselves like this, to the people who have had their lives victimized and exploited by these kinds of people, it allows them to see that there is justice. They get destroyed by narcissists also, but you won't necessarily get to hear about that, as they will keep it under wraps due to their pride and fragile image and ego. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos. Speak to you all again soon.